I've spent over $20,000 in the past 6 months generating thousands of leads for my realtor clients. So in this video, I'm laying out 5 lessons I've learned in that time. So starting off with lesson number 1, the creative is king. Top tier, top dog. With YouTube ads, 80% of the entire funnel success comes down to the creative itself. It's not going to be your landing pages, media buying, or some secret hack. If you're struggling to be profitable within your funnel, don't check your landing pages. Don't check your follow-up systems without checking the offer, the script, and the delivery of your actual creative first. Think about it like this. If you're on YouTube, you see an ad that's compelling, chances are they're touching on your pain points, they're delivering the message in a way that's easy to understand, and they're clearly labeling the steps in order for you to take the next step to book a call with them. If you're not doing this with ease and convenience with your clients, with your ideal client's point of view in mind, the ad is probably just not that good. People think, the ad, it's okay, because the truth is they don't want to address the underlying issue that their performance within the ad is actually subordinate to the actual success of the ad being profitable. If you want your ad to succeed, you need it to be good. And just some ideas and guidelines to transform underperforming ads to winners would be testing different creative approaches. So you can just run experiments to identify with what resonates with your target audience. You can use appropriate formats. So use multiple versions optimized for viewing different contexts. You can incorporate storytelling. It's important to make emotional connections through compelling narratives and use proof and case studies. People love proof and case studies. Right now we're in a trust recession and we need to build that trust as soon as humanly possible, and incorporating trust using case studies is extremely, extremely important. And lastly, you want to add clear call to actions. If you don't have a call to action in your video or it's not clear, the viewer's just going to be stuck wondering what they're going to do. They need an actionable plan in place in order for them to take the steps needed for them to be in your pipeline. So for lesson number 2, we have lead magnets. Right now in real estate, it's really hard to sell someone on working with you without providing an initial value exchange. And so that's where lead magnets come into play. As stated before, we're in a trust recession. Right now, only 23% of people are actually just willing to have a conversation with a salesperson. So if that doesn't tell you enough about the trust right now within sales and marketing in general, it should tell you everything you need to know. So the lead magnet's role is to give you leverage to ask for the contact's information on the landing pages that you're providing, and at the same time simultaneously building trust with the potential prospects. So the number one thing that I find is top tier for providing lead magnets would be providing unique case studies and testimonials within the lead magnets. It's definitely one of the best ways to build trust with the clients, and your proof is going to differentiate yourself within the market. So for some current lead magnets that I currently use for my realtor clients, for buyers, we have custom homes lists, video guides, area buyer guides, and niche specific guides. And for sellers, home evals, video guides, sellers guides, and niche specific guides are basically the top performers of lead magnets. And the top tier performers I really find working well are sellers specifically right now, and home evals plus ebooks or sellers guides. Those by far are blowing away the other ones. Video guides are kind of underperforming. Niche specific guides do a decent job as well, but those home evals, custom, of course, and area sellers guides are the best. And now moving on to lesson number 3, we have creative optimization. So for this, we're going to follow the 70-20-10 rule that I use for ad optimization. 70% of your time and your budget is going to be allocated towards proven winning ads. 20% is going to be spent on adjacent ideas, and 10% on experimental concepts. A lot of people, what they'll initially want to do is they'll have a winning idea. It'll perform really well, and they're like, they're super excited to test an experimental idea, and then sometimes even sacrifice some of their budget in order to accommodate for this new experimental idea. And this is the worst thing you can do for your ads. Do not stop spending money on what's already working. If it's working, don't touch it. Learn from why it's working. Spend 20% more budget on adjacent ideas, but only about 10% on those experimental concepts. Not saying that they're not going to work, but it's a much riskier maneuver when you could just be obviously spending more money on what's already working to get more of that profit in a faster and more efficient way. So for lesson number 4, we have getting on video. So I've tried many different formats when recording with my realtor clients, but the 2 main ones that worked and performed the best were getting the clients on video and recording voiceovers and B-roll ads. ads, whether it's my voiceover or my client's voiceover. And what I found is pretty crazy. So when clients recorded themselves, I found a significant decrease in the cost per lead, and the quality of the leads were much higher and quicker to close. And the reason for this is due to the fact that you're building familiarity with the lead and you're establishing yourself as the one in authority. And you can be doing that with voiceovers and B-roll ads. Obviously, they're still listening to your voice, but when they can associate a face with that, it's almost like they're learning your personality. They're getting to know you even more without even having to talk to you. You're literally reaching out to massive amounts of people, almost like a billboard, but you're actually getting to be having almost like a billboard video instead of just a billboard image. They get to know your personality. They get to see who you are. And from that, you're building trust. Again, like I said, we're in this trust recession. I don't know how many times I can say it, but it's essential to leverage trust in order to stand out as a realtor. So in short, even if it's your first time recording ads, you need to take the leap if you want to set yourself apart. And finally, for lesson number 5, we have using YouTube versus other platforms. So I've tried using Facebook, Google pay-per-click, and YouTube ads in the past. And by far, YouTube blows every single one of them out of the water from a lens of quality perspective, of course. So with Facebook ads, for example, what I've noticed is you'll get a ton of volume of leads, but the problem is the quality in which that they respond, like the response rate, for example, the conversion rate, less than 1%. It's about a 1% response rate, and it's like a 0.01% close rate or conversion rate. You can do the math. Even if your cost per lead is lower, like for example, let's say you're spending $5 on a lead, if it takes you $4,000 or $5,000 for a close, you're barely profiting at the point when you actually break it down as far as your return on your investment. And the reason for this comes down to the broad targeting only on Facebook itself. Facebook is guessing who it's going to be showing your videos, if you're even running videos, or just picture ads to. It's showing it to anyone and everyone. It's not honing down specifically like with Google's algorithm, where it can actually hone in on many different in-market audiences. You have custom intent, custom affinity. All that is broken down on my full YouTube ads course. You can check that out. That'll be in the link in the description below. But because of this advanced targeting method, you're being shown in front of the people that are actually looking to buy or sell right now in the market. Now, I will tell you, Facebook ads have been shown to perform decently well for buyers, but when it comes down to YouTube ads and sellers, that combo is lethal. It is unprecedented, the greatest combination for getting listings. YouTube ads blows Facebook out of the water when it comes to listings. And it's mainly because of the fact that, again, you're using that advanced targeting. They're higher quality due to the market being unsaturated as well. When you're recording yourself on YouTube, most realtors don't want to put in that effort, or they're just afraid they don't know how to take that step. And because of that, you're standing out. If you found this video valuable, I highly recommend you check out my full real estate YouTube ads course for 2025. In that video, I go over how to create banger video ads, how to create high-performing lead magnets, how to manage your ad account and media buying, and much more. So you can check it out right over here. And that's all I got for today. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.